today I'm going to talk to you guys about like the whole diamond buying process, and if you're buying an engagement ring, what it looks like step by step and what you guys can expect as a client, but also what you guys need to know going into buying an engagement ring. So if you're ready to buy an engagement ring, and specifically a diamond engagement ring, the very first thing that you want to know going into your jewelers is the budget that you want to spend. How it basically works is like when you guys are going to tell us your price point and kind of basically what you're looking for, so you know the shape, like the cut of the diamond, the aesthetic, we're then going to go in and we're going to find the best quality and carat for you. You guys can always do it yourself. There are tons of websites that sell diamonds, but when you're coming in as a consumer who's never bought a diamond, it's generally in your best recommendations to work with a professional. Like, I've taken diamond grading classes, I've been doing this for almost a decade now, so I really have the experience of knowing what it is to look for. Like, for example, the most important thing, which most people don't know when buying a diamond, is actually the cut. The cut is so important. It's what's going to give the brilliance to a diamond. It's what's going to affect carat weight of the diamond, right? If the girdle's too thick, then you're going to be paying for additional carat you won't be seeing in depth. Things like this. So you can do it on your own, but for a higher priced product, I generally suggest you do it this way. So that's basically the first step. The second step is we would then go and send you 1 to 2 options of different diamonds available. That's when you would come in and kind of like look at it. They're really high definition videos, so it's really easy for you guys to see. Once the diamond is bought, sometimes we have it in stock, sometimes we import it. So the whole process usually takes about, let's say, 2 to 4 weeks, depending on like where it's coming from, if we need to import it at all, the complexity of the design that you guys want. It's really great, and it's a really fun way that you guys can really kind of be more implemented in the design. Like, the way that we do our engagement rings is not like the common where you just go into a jewelry store and you buy what's available. We really let our clients have a lot of selection. We try to give our clients as much control as possible, so you guys are a lot more implemented in the decisions of the ring making itself. So it's really fun, and this is also the process that we use for colored gemstones as well. So if it's sapphire or emerald, we do the same thing. Like, we make it super easy for our clients to just like stay at home and just see everything via online. So what happens basically is when a client places an order, I will then go out and I'll contact all my diamond dealers, and then they kind of send me back what looks like a list. And on that list we have all of the stones identifications, so the cut, the quality, the color, its pricing, the measurements. So we have really all of the details, and then it has like, it's linked to a video. So then what I do is I evaluate everything, I look at the video, and then it gives me a really high definition video so I can see where all of the inclusions are within the diamond, which is really, really great because it gives you, even I find, a crystal clear view of what it looks like in real life. And so you don't even really need to leave your home because it's actually more accurate than I find seeing it on hand sometimes. So of course, this is like a magnified version. You do have to keep in mind that when you are doing it, it's actually quite smaller. So what might look a little bit big on screen is actually quite small in real life. Attached to this, it has the certification. So this is the GIA report that corresponds to this diamond. This is something that I really recommend for first-time buyers, just because it gives you a really good breakdown of what it is that you're looking at. Right? It has the whole scheme of the diamond, where the inclusions are placed, what kind of inclusions they are. You have the breakdown, again, all of the 4 C's. If you don't know how to buy a diamond and what to look out for, this kind of like reinforces not only one, this is actually what you're buying, because GIA is extremely strict with their grading, but also it just shows you kind of like everything that you need to know. You have the serial number up at the top, and this basically corresponds to your diamond. So every diamond that has a GIA certificate will have an engraving along the girdle of the diamond, so you know that these two belong together. A GIA certificate is Gemology Institute of America, and so it is very well graded. So GIA is a non-profit, which means that they have no advantage or disadvantage when grading their stone. Right? They're not going to make money from selling it at higher carat, higher quality, for example. So that is why you can really be sure that the grading is very fair. You are getting exactly what's stated in the paperwork. And not only that, but it's also really good to have for your insurance, right? So this grading corresponds to the valuation, which corresponds to the price of your diamond. Also the GIA report, as I mentioned earlier, it does have the serial number at the top, which corresponds to the number on the rim. This is really cool because if ever you're traveling or if ever you get your engagement ring repaired, even when you pick it up from the jeweler and you don't know if they have a good reputation or not, you know, you're not fully sure, you should always, before you leave, take your camera, zoom in, right? Zoom in on the girdle of the diamond and check if the serial number corresponds to the number in your GIA. Because it is something that happens. It doesn't happen often, but you know, if you're buying a 2 carat diamond, you don't want to get it swapped out for a CZ. It would be really, really unfortunate. So this kind of is a way to protect yourself. Make sure you do it before you leave, because once you leave, there's not a whole lot you can do. So keep that in mind. It can always be done with just like a camera nowadays. Bring your Canon if you have one. Little tips and tricks. So once we buy your diamond, we start fabrication, we set it, it's ready to go. We will then ship it out to you. So this whole process can generally take between 2 to 4 weeks, depending on if we need to import your diamonds and if it's a gemstone and or gemstone. Really fast, it's really easy. After that, it's maybe about like 2 to 5 business days, depending on where you're living in terms of shipping. Of course, this comes with tracking. So it is a pretty fast process considering that everything is custom. So this video touched more a little bit on the diamond buying and the process for clients, but if you guys are actually curious about the whole custom design process, like the actual jewelry fabrication, we do have a video that we can link down below. If not, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any more questions, leave them down below. Hit that subscribe button, and if you're interested in working with us, obviously just send us a DM, send us an email, and we will see you next time. Bye.